you was on the show, Andy did kind of ease that question in there about Todd and Kandi and the stuff that happened with the stuff in the garage, right? And he asked you about your relationship with Todd.
Your stuff was in Kandi's garage.
Get your stuff out of Kandi's garage. That's what they want to know.
No, the feds got that shit, man. They sold me out, man. Come on, man. They weren't even supposed to talk about that stuff.
What happened, Apollo?
Who's trying to do? First of all, if I come to you like Peter, if I came, the only reason the feds came to your house, Peter, about the old school was because Phaedra snitched on me, told them motherfuckers that he had shit at your house. You told me that the feds came to your house, right?
Yo, but I moved that shit. I didn't give it to them.
Right, I know. But listen, when my stuff, if I came to you and said, hey, put my stuff here, it's hush hush. You ain't supposed to say nothing. You're supposed to go on national TV saying, hey, we holding this for Apollo just for a storyline. Come on, man. You sold me out, dog. You know you sold me out.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, listen, hold my shit because of XYZ. Why are you going on national TV with how many viewers?
Are you still in touch with Todd?
That's funny that you mentioned that. No, Todd and I had just seen each other probably last week. So Todd basically wanted me to, I guess he wanted to kind of apologize. You know, it's like a lot of things happen just to make a storyline.
Oh my God, did you see about the feds going to Kandi's house for Apollo stuff? Oh, yeah. I didn't tell you they came to our house. They came to your house too? Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you really understood the adverse effect to what you did, but there was one.
Can you expound on that and let me know, like, what had happened? What you had seen Todd at?
So I saw Todd, you know, there's a local establishment here that we frequent a lot that I seen him at. This particular night, I didn't know he was there. We bumped into each other. And then, you know, he was just like, hey, look, let's just squash all this. Let's talk about it. Let me get a better perspective. Because a lot of times, you know, when you're in the heat of the moment, people are not really listening to both sides of the story, exactly what's going on. But, you know, I'll just say it again. It's pretty simple. It was more so the negligence of not having a conversation with me when the items were misappropriated or taken from the government, right? So it's pretty simple. And I don't know how come it seems to get misconstrued all the time, but I'm going to say it one more time. It's pretty cut and dry. Simple. You give me that watch on your arm right there and you tell me to hold it in confidentiality, right? And you say, hold it, I'll be back for my items. When you return, the items are not there. I personally, if you're giving me the items to hold for you, and when you return, the items are not there, I at least owe you a conversation about how they're misappropriated. Either I lost some, they were stolen, some girl took something. Not just go mute and not say anything about it. Regardless if it, you know, who amped this whole situation, whether if it was Phaedra who got involved and spilled it, if it was Kandi and Todd who spilled it. That's not the issue. The issue was the items were given to one person, to one party per se, to hold. It's pretty simple, you know. So they would give it to one party to hold.
Because you and Todd were friends, and you just felt like because you and Todd had an arrangement, you felt like Todd should have honored the arrangement.
Yeah, I mean, there was no need to film the stuff. There was no need to open the garage and film the stuff. I wasn't there. It was in confidentiality. And again, I get it. You know, it's a storyline. People were doing what they had to do in the moment. It was a hot topic. I was a hot topic at the time, you know, going off the federal prison. So I get that from the business aspect of it. I get that. But you got to boil down to the meat of it. Like, it caused me a lot of grief. And then the thing about it, I didn't find out about it through them or through Phaedra. I found out about it, one, watching the TV in prison. And then two, my attorneys are giving me a call about potential more time due to the fact that, you know, I potentially lied on my civil deposition. So it was a lot deeper. It was a lot deeper than just, oh, we got something, the feds come and confiscated, you know? Yeah. Because I did go through, you know, nobody knew about the items. So at that point, you know, it just kind of looked really bad on my.
So you weren't mad at them for giving up the items or whatever they did with the feds coming to the door. You were mad about how it all transpired as far as them putting it on the show, which sparked the investigation to get the stuff out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to get from. Like, are you mad at them for, like, because Todd and Kandi said they came knocking on the door and they had to give it up?
That's after you film.
Okay.
Nobody
Okay.
knew it was there. Regardless of how you slice it, whether if Phaedra spoke about it on TV, Kandi and Todd spoke about it on TV, it was filmed. Everything. So no one can say what, how, when it happened. Only thing that you can do is you can only control yourself and your attribute to the overall madness, if you will, right?
Yeah.
So if we're both in the car together and we both agreeing to park this car in the parking deck, right? And somebody breaks into that vehicle, and whose fault is it? Okay, so whether if it's Kandi, Todd, or Phaedra, whatever happened, whatever, at the end of the day, my stuff was still aired on TV. That's not the point. Listen, Michelle, again, it's not rocket science. If you give me your watch to hold and you come back for it and it's not there, I owe you a conversation.
Right.
As to what happened, not nothing.
It was radio silence. They didn't talk to you at all.
And it was never like a situation where, hey, I got a phone call on my brother, because Todd was in contact with my brother a lot. It wasn't a situation where he was like, hey, tell him to call me, or hey, some shit went down. When he gets out, call me. Or matter of fact, when I saw him in 2019 at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, we didn't even talk about that. You know what I'm saying? It was more so could have been like, hey, let's discuss what happened, and it is what it is, you know? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, I'm not mad. Me and Todd talked about a lot of stuff. We shook hands. We're cordial. We're in a good place right now. It is what it is. Again, it was never like, oh, you owe me money, or oh, I need this or I need that. That was never the case. It was just, look, man, I deserved a little respect based on everything that happened, you know?
Okay. I'm glad you got that closure out the way, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's a good thing.